first, much like the women, like last night heading into Fredonia, it was a meet that if we had swam really, really well, there would be a shot to have a close meet. And I think, one of the things that I was surprised in is like some of the guys weren't as explosive as I thought they might be. They weren't as fast as I thought they might be. So I was kind of like, as a coach, I was in a mindset like maybe I'm doing something wrong. They turn around today and then totally do something opposite. I was really impressed with like Joe Lawrence's 50. He dropped, I don't know, 4/10 there, and then his fly is faster than he's ever been in dual meets. Sheldon Vosburgh had a best time today in his 1,000 free. And I could go on and on. Jake Olson dropped like 4 seconds in the 200 IM last night to today. Just different mindset. And that's something I'll have to like kind of think about and try to harness that as we move forward. How can we take advantage of that? But I'm pretty happy with where we're at. And I think that these guys, much like the women, are working harder than any team I've coached in the past 14 years. They may or may not be comparable to other teams, but I think each individual is going to do better things comparatively than in the past. So I'm really excited to see where they're at in Ithaca in 3 weeks, and then obviously rolling through the spring semester.
I mean, it's never easy doing back-to-back meets because you're going all out in every race you're doing, and you're building up a lot of lactic acid, and to try and like recover for the next meet so you can go just as hard the next day. It's pretty tough, but a lot of these guys, sometimes they do better in the second meet, and it's a real weird thing to watch. As far as today went great. Some of the best swimming I've seen around. Jake Olson in his 2 IM, touching out that guy, setting a PR in his season, and then Alec Toth, back-to-back first places. Joe Lawrence, Richie Berger, all great swims today. Like, it was just great to see.
Chris was a transfer student diver coming in. This is something we haven't had in 5 years, like a guy that's going to, hopefully do really well in a championship style meet, an 11 dive meet. Perfect example, last night he had a bad meet. He was pretty disappointed. I think he puts a lot of pressure on himself to succeed. Today he comes back and does his best scores I've probably ever, but at least for us, for a 6 dive meet. And Seth in the diving well did much better too. I think we're in a good place there. As far as leadership and trying to move forward, this year we haven't voted on or chosen captains. I'm trying to see if there's something that'll develop, and over the past 2 weeks I've noticed like there are plenty of underclassmen who are like growing beyond their years right now, taking that leadership style. And I don't know, we'll probably figure out who those captains might be relatively soon, but I'm thrilled with like how hard they're pushing each other. They've bought into weights and dryland more than most of my programs have in the past. So they're tired, they're beat up, they're sticking with each other. It's a cohesive unit. The culture is great, and obviously it's been testing for them because they didn't have captains. They haven't yet, but I think that there's a few guys that are starting to step out of the shadows and take those reins.
I mean, as far as the rest of this year goes, our coach really has a schedule set up for us as far as getting us ready for Ithaca. Like, I feel like maybe for the dual meets, we're working twice as hard, maybe not recovering for dual meets, but this big invite, like, we're really preparing for it. We're gonna work hard next week, and then he's got a mini like taper schedule for us to work us so we can really get ready for this big invite.